In today's video, we're gonna try the Professional foundation from Benefit. It's their new foundation, which normally, because it's more of like a matte finish, is a foundation I probably would not buy myself. I would probably not go for this particular foundation, especially because Benefit is not exactly like known for their skin, like their base products. They're more known for like brow products and mascaras, I would say. So normally wouldn't really go for this, but we were sent testers ahead of time where it was able to like color match ourselves, and then I got sent my shade that I color matched myself to. A little nervous because I ended up with 9C. First of all, it's a light medium shade, which I wouldn't really call myself a light medium. Usually I'm like a light in the summertime, fair in the winter time, and I'm also not ever a cool either. I mean, I have my olive a little bit in my skin too, but normally I would just go for a neutral because not a lot of brands make olive shades, especially not fair olive shades, as we learned through my other series. But this time, for some reason, when I color match myself, this 9C is just what looked the best. So a little nervous about that. I really only just tried like a swatch of my jawline. This is a smoothing and blurring foundation. It goes like right along with their other Professional line. It says it visibly smooths skin and minimizes the look of pores thanks to skin-loving ingredients including niacinamide and rosehip extract. It's a medium buildable coverage, natural matte finish, 24-hour long wear, all-day pore blurring, waterproof and transfer proof, and feels weightless and looks seamless. 96% said it visibly smooths texture instantly, and 97% said bare skin is smoother over time. Okay, so not only is it supposed to like make your skin look really beautiful with foundation, really flawless, it's also supposed to make it smoother over time. So we will see. We're gonna try that today. I'm actually going to work and we're doing a focus day today on this foundation specifically for the launch of it. So it's a perfect day to try it, perfect day to wear it. Definitely gonna do a wear test too, see how it looks by the end of the day. I always say that I don't like matte foundations, but I'm also so oily throughout the day that I'm like, maybe I really need to. Maybe I would really benefit from that matte finish. So it says to shake well and then apply evenly all over face with brush or damp sponge. Blend and build as desired. I'm just gonna do what I normally do and put it on the back of my hand. That is not too bad off of just looking at the shade. For a second there I was like, what am I doing? Like, why did I shade myself to a cool shade? But maybe it's right. Every brand is different. I just have moisturizer on for skin prep. Let's go ahead. I'm definitely a brush person, so I'm gonna use my IT Cosmetics brush that I use every single day with all kinds of different products. I have seen this on other people and it looks really, really pretty, that like filter-like finish. Sorry, I was out of focus like that whole time probably. Using the excess on my brush around my eyes. That was one dip into my hand. I am so surprised by that shade. Kind of look directly into the window. I know there was like a shadow on the one side, but that's the difference then between the two sides. Even like up close, it's so smooth. I'm like a little like, wow, this is really pretty. Let's try the other side. It has a very thin consistency, so it does not feel like, I don't know, like anything. That is everything that was on my hand. I'm gonna grab a little bit more, just one pump more. Finish off the face. Okay, that is one light layer. Like, I did not use a lot of product whatsoever. Because it's supposed to be buildable, I'm going to take the little small end of my brush and just do a little bit more right under the eyes to kind of help brighten a little bit. Like a little dark spot here from a past breakout. Just going to use a little more on that spot. Still got product on the back of my hand even. I didn't even use all of that. Just looking a little like closer at my skin. For me, like the place that gets the funkiest, I would say, with foundation is right around my nose. And I mean, I do have pretty large pores around my nose too, but it doesn't look cakey or weird whatsoever around my nose. And my pores actually have, I feel like, smooth. Now that the shade is all over my face, it is like a little bit cool. I think with some bronzer and like finishing touches and everything to the skin, it'll probably be fine. But like undertone wise, I can tell that my face is just a cooler undertone than my neck is. And I don't know if it's showing up in camera as much, but depth wise, it's pretty perfect. Just maybe should have done more of like a neutral undertone, but from what I remember, it was like they were like really orange then. So that's why I ended up going with this one. Finish up my makeup quick, just see how things layer. That was the Merit Bronze Balm in Clay. Like that layered beautifully, nothing funky or weird. And just do the cream side of the Patrick Ta She's the Moment. Very nice. Because of that more matte finish, I feel like it like dried down already and kind of set, like, especially you can see it on my hand how it's like, it's literally like dry and smooth. So I definitely feel like I don't need tons of powder or anything, but I am going to powder under my eyes to keep those nice and smooth and like non-creasy. I love that this is a more natural matte finish though too. It's definitely not like that dry looking flat matte whatsoever. I still have a very like natural shine to my skin. A little bit right between my brows. So oily right there. And a little bit on my chin. So basically just like the center of my face. I'm actually finally running low on this. Like, will this ever run out? I don't know. A little bit of bronzer on my lid. Some brow gel. This is just the Ilia Clear Brow Gel in frame. Some Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara in brown. It's called Before Dawn. I use this lip liner in so long. Anastasia in Deep Taupe. Definitely darker than I usually go, but it's kind of pretty. Let's see what the Pillow Talk lipstick looks like on top. Since we're doing a little bit more matte today. Okay, I think the last thing I'm gonna do is, it's kind of bugging me. Like my face is a little too different than my neck. I'm just gonna take one teeny little pump. Just bring it down my neck. Just so it's not like so drastic, so like masky almost. And if this ends up wearing really well, I'll just buy a better shade. I think same depth, just maybe actually do more of like a neutral. And maybe if it's too orangey, I'll have to go down in depth to do more of a neutral. Put you in front of the window again. Like, it is probably the most flawless looking foundation I've ever seen on my skin. Very filter-like, smooth, like, wow, she has beautiful skin kind of look. It's kind of crazy. Now the real test will be how it wears. If it holds up to like all day blurring, what did it say, 24-hour wear? Yeah, 24-hour long wear, waterproof and transfer proof. So we'll see. Wear it all day. Like I said, I'm going to work. It gets pretty like muggy, sticky in our store. I usually get very oily throughout the day there and kind of sweaty, honestly. So perfect test. I hope it's not looking really bad by the end of the day, because I'll be literally at work looking kind of messed up. But so far so good. See how this wears, and I'll check back in, it'll be like 11 hours from now, probably, by the time I'll be able to check in and I'll actually be home and stuff. So see you later. So it is like 10 or like 10 and a half hours later, and I got my ring light on here so you can actually see. It's nice and dark, so you can actually see the foundation, see the skin. First thing I'll say is it wore really, really well. Like, I feel like it lives up to, at least on me, lived up to that like long hour. I don't know, like, obviously it's been like 10 hours, so I don't know about the 24-hour wear, but definitely a long wearing foundation, I would say. This is like no touching up, not even blotting, not even powdering. My skin is just shiny and oily, but not like any more than it normally gets. I'd actually say it's even maybe less than I normally get, because it's more of a matte finish. So I feel like I maybe am even a little less shiny than I normally am after work. Around my nose did break up a little bit. Otherwise, it wore so nicely, especially like here on my cheeks and stuff. Like when I was looking in the mirror at work, it just looked like flawless. Like my cheeks just looked like so smooth from the foundation, and looked pretty much like how it looked when I first put it on. It's kind of crazy, like how well it held up on my skin. I just feel like all in all, if you are looking for that more like medium buildable foundation, you want a matte foundation, not one that looks super like drying. You want something long wearing and something that's like more lightweight, I would say. You might really like this. If you like dewy foundations, hydrating foundations, more lighter coverage, or you have really dry skin, I would say this is definitely not the foundation for you. A couple girls at work did say they had trouble with it breaking up a little bit. I think it just depends on your skin type and what you're like looking for in a foundation. So this is not a normal foundation for me, but I would definitely wear this again, and especially if I want that like flawless filtered makeup look. And the shade actually ended up being okay. As I wore it, I just feel like it kind of like adapted to my skin a little bit. It actually looked really nice, like, because it's a kind of foundation that I probably wouldn't wear every single day. I don't think I'm going to be purchasing like another shade or anything. I think I can make this one work good enough for how much I'll probably be using it. I would just say like the top 3 things what I'm impressed with is how like well it wore long term, how flawless it makes your skin look and like smooth, and how lightweight it feels. And it's a very like thin consistency. A little goes a long way. It's a very comfortable foundation too, and does not feel like drying or anything on the skin, I feel like. So you'll have to decide for yourself, but I'm definitely impressed. Nice little addition to like the professional line. That's all I got for today. I'm gonna go wash my face, get ready for bed. Definitely let me know if you've tried this foundation, if you like it, or if it looks like something you might want to pick up down in the comments below. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel to see more videos from me. And I'll see you next time for another new video. Bye!